Okay, welcome to another round of drafting of Magicanotes. Looks like we're trying to finish up some of the Amonkhet Hour of Devastation drafts, and yeah, everyone cool is at PAX Prime or PAX West, whatever we're calling it. But yeah, we'll just get a draft, see if we can win some packs, win some cards, see if we can get any better. This is probably, I don't know, frankly, the format I've drafted the most. I guess I did a fair amount of cons, but I know, I really enjoyed it. It was fun, it was hard. I got pretty good at going 2-1, so can't really complain about that too much, I suppose. It'd be nice to get a trophy. Because I don't think I've ever gotten an online trophy. Meh. We'll see how it goes. We may also see if my baby daughter starts screaming halfway through this. So, her grandma and mom are on duty, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Let's see here. We got Grind to Dust. That's a pretty good card. I do like that one. It wins some games. Steward, Tenacious Hunter, Ambuscade are also all very solid. Generally speaking, I don't like starting with a gold card. So we have a question here. Do you just want kind of reliable removal or an above grade uncommon? Or we force zombies. Puncturing Blows. This is actually a pretty good pack, all told. Yeah, this is a good question. This is a good question. This is a tough one. Let's try. I feel like, you know, kind of a slightly. I feel like Black White Zombies has been underdrafted a little bit and green gets overdrafted. So let's see if we can take this and see what we can come up with. Okay, Hollow One is good in the cycling deck, but we're obviously not there. Desert's Hold is obvious, is fantastic removal. Wildflower Eternal is meh. Torrent of Venom is nice, and it's nice seeing a Black Desert too. But I think this is a pretty easy. We're kind of semi-forcing. Okay, so interesting seeing things that jump out. It's good red. Tenacious Hunter is obviously fine. The deserts are obviously fine. Lethal Sting is good removal. Kenner Scrapper, kind of where I'd about expect to see it. It's not the greatest removal because it is important to think that Lethal Sting is somewhat conditional removal since you are. So let's just kind of see where. It's so good to see it. Pack 4, this is where I'm going to want to really see something. Wow. So 4 mediocre blue cards, which doesn't really mean a lot. A sideboard black card. And a Dunes of the Dead. And also a Shafet thing. Dunes. I'm a little worried by the complete lack of playable white in this pack. I'm not really excited to take a sideboard card, but it's either a sideboard card or a desert. Nothing in here is really screaming, get thee to another color. So it's a little earlier than I'd want to take that. Shafet Dunes is okay. It's not my favorite. I think Liliana's Defeat is a little better. Huh. Well, I just don't know what to think about this. I can take an easy desert. Grizzly Survivor is fine, but not great. This might be a lesson in enforcing. Frontline Devastator, I mean, pack 5. I mean, none of these cards, nothing in here screams above power level. So I'm just gonna stick to the plan. Okay. Well, at least now we see a zombie, which is good news. I feel like this is late red. I'm a little surprised to see that. Also, this pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Bloodwater entity that I'm a ways away from. If I go Marauding Bone Slash, how much better is Kenner Scrapper than Marauding Bone Slasher? It's definitely better. Interesting. These so it okay. This is trouble because this is now where it feels like red, blue is open and red is pretty open as well. And I don't like that very much because it's pretty far from my early things. I wonder if I just try to grit my teeth and see if I can just eke out some playables. Because I really don't want to switch out of 2 colors into 2 colors. Okay, if near Deadlands. That's great effing news. That is just great news. I think it's a great card. Carrion Screecher is good but replaceable. These are all somewhat replaceable. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take the Deadlands here. Goes well with my rare as well. Dutiful Servants is not the 4-drop of my dreams, but it is playable. Ruin Rat is also fine, but I feel if I'm in black white, I'm kind of a little more of a yeah. I think the Manticore Eternal. Ooh, that's actually not bad at all. It's a little bit lucky that so we have 3 deserts here. Couple 3-drops, 4-drop. That's really a sideboard card. Spell, spell, spell. So we can safely say this is not the Dream Star. Yeah, it's playable. That's a super late random map ruins. I'm really shocked to see that there. Okay, but we got 3 deserts, which is nice. So we can kind of hopefully get some Desert Matters cards. And 3 pieces of removal. So all in all, I can live with it. Only 7 playable cards out of pack 1 though isn't, I'm not gonna lie, that's not great, you guys. It's not really good. Pancake. So we're going to need some help here in pack 2. We definitely didn't ship any good black or white, so hopefully everyone to our left got the memo. We can get some useful collaboration. Wow. Well, I appreciate the signal, person to my right, that you're not in blue, but that is tough. And oh, well, okay. A good 2-drop. Probably the best we could have hoped for out of this. Well, we could have hoped for a lot more, but I mean, there's a trick. What might come back around? Maybe Desert of the Glorified. Active Heroism is a fine trick. Yeah. Missing out on red. Ooh, Unconventional Tactics. Okay. Lurching Rot Beast is fine. Sunset Pyramid is also fine. So the question is, if we're the only zombie deck at the table, we can count on this wheeling, because that won't wheel, that might wheel. But I think this is just such a necessary win condition for us. I don't think we can get cute and take the Sunset Pyramid. Okay, Desert of the True, Vizier. I'm liking all of this. We don't have a bunch of other exert creatures, so this isn't going to be fantastic, but it's certainly a good 4-drop. Does Graven Abomination even do anything? The answer is no. So we're going to want to prioritize 2-drops, all else being equal. Even medium 2-drops. I think if we see the 2/2 Kenra Eternal or whatever, we'll probably have to take that here at some point. Disposal Mummy without weakness. Oh, another if near Deadlands. There's really nothing else we're losing out on here, so that's actually kind of sweet. Take that. We have 2 if near Deadlands with what the hell is it called? Grind to Dust. That's a combo. Okay, Carrion Screecher. I like Carrion Screecher more than Lurching Rot Beast. It cycles, which is nice, but the Carrion Screecher, I think having a flying, I think that the 1 toughness is just much less of a drawback. Two drops. Still want 2 drops, please. Interesting. So, we have 3 4-drops. Solitary Camel is a great card in a race, even if it's not a zombie. The Kenner Eternal is a zombie with Afflict, and I think I like Solitary Camel. It's not going to wheel. The Carrion Screecher potentially might wheel. The Kenner Eternal also might wheel. I think we said we needed to prioritize 2 drops. We need to stick to the plan. Okay. Crappy 4-drop or a desert. Crappy 4-drop or a desert. I don't feel the urgency to fill out my 4-drops. Oh, Mummy Parabound. Ooh, and a Sandblast bonus. Okay. That's a tough one. I really would much rather take the Sandblast. I think it's a good card. Steadfast Sentinel is also decent, as the kids say. But I think a 2-drop is too much better than what we need. Okay, a trick, a desert. I do like having 1 trick. But this can also help me dodge removal. I have 1 piece of that. I think we're going to go 8-8-1. I don't like that. Yeah, we'll take that. Take the Rot Beast. More indifferent 3-drops would have killed this thing to be a zombie instead of a horror. I don't know. Maybe. Wow, look how open red is with a pick 13 Chandras. The red-white deck. Maybe that was where I should have been. Hard to say. That's playable. It's just not great. And we already have a better trick with Active Heroism. Okay, so we have 15 cards. 15 playables right now. We'll probably run with 3... I guess we only have 2 Cycling Deserts. So we're kind of looking at a 16 land deck maybe. Gonna need some help. We'll just definitely gonna need some help. Okay, some sweet 2-drops. Gustwalker. I'll take a Gustwalker right now. That's not a 2-drop. Failure to comply. Start to finish, however, that is actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll take that. Pretty easy spell to take. Go a little wide-ish. If we get really lucky, hopefully we can get some in Oketra's names. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cartouche. Cursed Minotaur and a Compulsory Rest. I feel like we're not overwhelming people fast, so we need to kind of think of a little bit of a mid-range. Wow, nice spells. Yeah, so 7. I think Cartouche is, especially with our -1/-1 themes. Grim Strider, Compulsory Rest, Shero's Resolve, Supply, Caravan. Interesting. Well, I think we'll just keep the good control is good control. If we can eke out 5 more playables, fill out the curve and 1 or 2 higher drops. I mean, my removal I'm pretty frickin' happy with. It's not going to get a lot better than 5 pieces of removal. 3 very playable cards. Right now I think Active Heroism is probably the first to be cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 zombies isn't the greatest number for unconventional tactics, but it's not the worst. Come on, 2 drops. An Engraven Abomination, I guess. It's better on defense than on attack, because they'll just trade for literally anything, but... Interesting. So... Vizier of Remedies is kind of interesting in this deck. Doomed Dissenter is probably the 2-drop I want. Tacropaleep is the best card in the pack in my colors. Exerts, we have Vizier of the True. I'm not super excited about that. Okay, might regret this, but I think it's enough better than those replacement level cards. We'll just take that. If we get lucky, we can cut maybe one of these. I don't know. I don't know if that was the right call. That was a tough one, because they really do need to fill in. This starts an event of disaster. With that. Okay, we have a devoted crop mate. Huh. So who do I want more? Somebody who brings back... I don't really just have that many 2-drops is the problem, so I think the Ret Crop Spearmaster is better in this case. This asks the question, how desperate are we for 2-drops? We're not really a super duper go wide deck. Sunscorched Desert, no. Wow. Well, if you're desperate for 2-drops, you are in fact desperate for 2-drops. Ooh, Fanbear. That's lucky. That feels good. Definitely want to try to get the creature count up a little bit, even though Fanbear is really more of a it's more of a spell than it is like a creature I'm turning sideways. Wow. Ooh, interesting. Those who serve as a zombie, and zombies do feel good with the unconventional tactics. Ret Crop Spearmaster attacks better and feels better with the Vizier of the True. Note the red keeps flowing. Two, 4. I think a little more aggressive. This is a tough call. I like the Spearmaster more. Almost nothing that is of any interest to us. Not gonna make the cut, not gonna make the cut. Wow, how open was blue? That'll be interesting to go back and take a look at it. Interesting. Oh, these have a sideboard card in there somewhere. You know, I might actually play the Supply Caravan. Oh, nice. And we get a 2-drop or a horn. It'd be nice to take this entire pack. I think it's the 2/2/2/1. Well, we didn't stay open. That's for sure. We got their unplayables, I guess, but not the strongest. Not the strongest 40 I think I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, Watchers of the Dead is so bad. It's just bad. It's not a good card. 2/7, 2/2 bear. Group creatures separately. We really have relatively little of a high end. A single 5-drop. A whole bunch of 4-drops. Grizzly Survivor here is not super fantastic. A couple of 2-drops. This is nice. So what do we have for Exert? We have a Ret Crop, 1, 2, Ta Crop, and a Vizier. So we have 4 Exerters. Unconventional tactics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Yeah, I think that's a win con for us. We have some negative and negative ones to party on with Grind to Dust. "16 land with 2 cycling. I think we can go 7 sources of black, because I only have the 1 black 2-drop. 8 sources of white. Is this trying to get too cute? Dunes of the Dead can be an additional black zombie, which I will use if I sacrifice with the If Near Deadlands. If Near Deadlands, this does basically require 2 other swamps. So I need to have 3 sources of black in play, counting If Near Deadlands. I think that's just too cute. It's cute, don't get me wrong, but I think it's just too cute. If I do that and I just go 8 and 8, it kind of feels like the more rational choice. Adding 6 of each. Okay. Just combine the groups. Not super excited. My curve is a bit awkward just because the absence of playable 2-drops. It's kind of the first time I've really felt that. You are playable on 3. You're playable anytime. You might be playable on 3 or 4. Active heroism, we play at any time. Anytime. It's a little grody. It's a little grody. But I think it works. Okay. Well, let's take a pause and a breather there. And we will come back and think about what we've done. Thanks, everybody.